Let's begin this bulletin with a look at who's joining us from the cities for latest updates. We have T.S. Sudhir, our editor for the South, who will be with us from Hyderabad. He'll be talking about the Telangana bill in the Andhra Pradesh Assembly. Also, Manu Manchina from Chandigarh on an exclusive story about abuse of powers by the SAD government in that state.
All right, and let's first go across to T.S. Sudhir, who's joining us from Hyderabad. A stormy day in the State Assembly today, Sudhir.
Absolutely. In fact, there has been a lot of bitterness between the Telangana and the Seemandhra MLAs. The Telangana bill will be tabled in the Andhra Pradesh Assembly after President Pranab Mukherjee sent it to the State Assembly last week. Joining me is M. Shashidhar Reddy, who is an MLA from Hyderabad. We of course know him as the Vice Chairman of the NDMA. But here, in your capacity as a legislator here in the Andhra Pradesh Assembly, you're going to be debating the presidential reference on their AP reorganization bill. You expect it to be an extremely bitter debate?
And I think it is going to be rather bitter because of the kind of things that have been building up over the last few years, and in particular in the last few months.
Okay. The Telangana MLAs, including the Deputy Chief Minister, many of the ministers are actually training their guns at the Chief Minister, accusing him of trying to ensure that the Telangana bill, first of all, is not debated in the Andhra Pradesh Assembly, and also accusing him of being anti-Telangana. How do you see it as a legislator from Hyderabad, which is part of the Telangana region?
Well, I think I said once on the floor of the Assembly that all the parties are divided on regional lines. And then I think this is manifesting itself in this manner. And of course, it's the Chief Minister has been aware of the fact that the Congress party has been looking in this direction of looking at bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh for some time. And then what is really surprising is the manner in which the Chief Minister has started reacting to the whole thing after the decision was taken.
The Telangana MLAs, Mr. Reddy, want the entire discussion to be finished in the next 5 days of this winter session of the AP Assembly, while the Seemandhra MLAs, including the Chief Minister, want to take all the time till Jan 23rd, the time given by President Pranab Mukherjee, and perhaps even ask for an extension. What would be the best thing to do in your view?
Well, I think many issues, almost everything has been discussed over the years, over the months. Either with the Congress core group or with the group of ministers. I don't think there is much more left to be said by either sides. Maybe these 5 days should be sufficient for the...
Mr. Reddy, lastly, the Telangana MLAs also want to move a privilege motion against the Chief Secretary P.K. Mohanty for sending the bill late, in their view, to the AP Assembly. Do you see this as a healthy sign where the bureaucracy is also being getting dragged into this very, very unsavory controversy?
Well, I don't think this is right. I think an officer, the Chief Secretary, has been bound by certain procedures, and I don't see that as a deliberate attempt. And probably this is just an expression of the kind of emotions that have been running high.
Mr. Reddy, thank you very much for joining us this morning on Headlines today. So Ruchika, as I said, Telugu, which is normally known as a very sweet language, referred to as the Italian of the East, but in the past few months, ever since this entire bifurcation debate started, it has been marked by a lot of bitterness, a lot of hatred, and that is something which we are likely to be reflected here on the floor of the House in the Andhra Pradesh Assembly today.